also, considering that we have a large youth population, what opportunities would you support at the state level that would address maintaining and improving safety and health for young people?
Well, I think your statement in the first is not 100% true. Crime is down in Minneapolis from 2006. If you look at crime over the past 10 years, crime is within about a 4 to 5% range, and it's been consistent. In 2009, murders were way down in the city. So that is one area that the city did a great job in 2009. I don't think anybody can say what was the reason that that happened, and now we find ourselves in 2010 in a very different situation. I think that one of the things we need to look at is clearly youth. And juvenile crime is down. We need to continue to do that. We need to continue to understand that if we can redirect a youth's life at their first occurrence of an offense, they have a much greater risk, a much greater chance of not going on to get involved in a system that we're more than willing to pay $120 a day to lock them up in reform, and then allow them actually to get jaded by the system and to say, well, the system's totally working against me, so I'm not going to be a part of the system. So I think we need to continue to fund those types of things that focus around issues of redirecting juveniles when they get in place. And we really need to significantly fund it. My understanding is the Juvenile Alternatives program that's in place in the Minneapolis and St. Paul area doesn't have a whole lot of funding. Most of the people that are involved in that process are involved because they care about kids, and they're doing it without being paid. I think we need to expand the resources to our programs like that, and we need to get professionals more involved in redirecting the lives of those kids.
Higgins.
Mentorship is a huge issue that can help in redirecting youth to be happy and healthy and ready to move on to the next phase of their lives. I carried a bill. We currently have funding for Big Brothers, Big Sisters to do mentorship programs. They actually work with youth who have parents who are incarcerated. Did you know that the young men who are in our Red Wing juvenile facility, 76% of them have a parent in the system? We know that if we can get a good relationship going with some of the youth, they can talk with people, they can discuss the issues and maybe break the cycle of what's happening often in their family. I also secured $2 million each year in funding for the state youth intervention programs. You might know them as YIPA programs. They are very active here in North Minneapolis and also throughout the rest of the state. Another way that youth can be supported and busy and off the streets is with jobs. I, for the last several years, have brought home $1.2 million for summer jobs for Minneapolis kids. You might have seen the kids out, cleaning the streets in those bright yellow T-shirts that say Street Works on them. They have that money, or they have those jobs through that money. The city has then gone beyond that and talked to a lot of corporations who also add in money. There were more than 2,000 kids who had summer youth jobs in the last summer. After school enrichment is also another big issue, and I've touched on it a little bit before. Kids need something to do when school is done, and I have helped fund that as well as Park and Rec programs throughout the years.